Thalassemia, sickle cell anemia and hemophilia can be asked in 10 mark question. The three diseases are coming in the news frequently. So we have to understand what is sickle cell anemia, thalassemia and hemophilia. About thalassemia, 2 to 3 points will be sufficient. First, it is an autosomal recessive blood disorder. It is caused by weakening and destruction of the red blood cells. We know red blood cells are very important for the gas transport. That means taking the oxygen from the lungs and delivering it to the tissues, and taking the carbon dioxide from the tissues and delivering it to the lungs. And some important symptoms of thalassemia include iron overload, bone deformities and cardiac illness, etc. What is hemophilia? Hemophilia is one of the bleeding disorder and it is inherited to offsprings, and it is occurs because of the blood clotting mechanisms failure, and platelet function becomes abnormal. We know platelets are very important for the blood clotting process. Sickle cell anemia. Here the normal red blood cells becomes mutated and becomes sickle shaped. So gas transport affected and red blood cells count is lower than the normal one. How these three diseases are similar? Because for these three disorders there is no cure is available, and for all three disorders frequent blood transfusion is necessary, and these are all three are caused by genetic abnormalities and they may be transmitted to the offsprings. Steps taken by the government of India to combat these disorders. Already we know there is no cure for these genetic disorders. So frequent blood transfusion is necessary to remove the blood which contains low level of red blood cells. So government ordered the hospitals to provide free blood transfusion in the government run hospitals, and it is monitored by National Blood Transfusion Council. Recently court ordered to collect the data about the number of patients suffering from these three disorders and the number of patients who are receiving the free blood transfusion in the government run hospitals. And very recently that one technology has been used as a diagnostic kit to detect these disorders early, that is called reverse dot blot hybridization kit. It can be asked as a separate 5 marker or 10 marker because it is invented by the Indian Institute. First, what is reverse dot blot hybridization? It is a technique used by immobilizing the DNA specific probes on a nylon membrane rather than using individual DNA samples. One advantage is that it is a non-invasive technique. This reverse dot blot hybridization kit for thalassemia is developed by scientists of National Institute of Immunohematology and Indian Council for Medical Research. So this This topic comes under the GS paper 3 main syllabus, indigenization of technology. So we have seen two questions in this discussion. One is that what do you mean by thalassemia, sickle cell anemia and hemophilia, and what are the steps taken by Government of India to combat these disorders? And the second question is, what is reverse dot blot hybridization and its advantage and the recent government initiative? Thank you.